guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. It is officially autumn, which is my favourite month of the year. I cannot wait to get stuck into all the autumn stuff. If you're struggling to get into the autumn spirit and you're still longing over summer, then hopefully after this video you will be in such a cozy mood, because there's things I do every single year that just get me in that kind of cozy wintry mood, and I thought I would just share them with you just in case you are struggling. If you'd like to see all the stuff I get for this season, then keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to start with is fragrance. I think it is so important to make your house feel really autumnal and just cozy and warm, and the easiest way to do that for me is through like candles and scents. So every year I tend to change up my candles to the more sort of like seasonal ones. So I actually have this one here burning in the background, and this is from Home Bargains. It's only £3.99 and it is Wickford & Co gingerbread. I love this candle. As you can see, I've been burning it loads. It does last for quite a long time. I don't know what the burn time is on it. It's a long time anyway. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it says it here. Burns up to 95 hours, which when you're like me and you have it on every single day, runs out pretty quickly. But it's only £3.99, so you can't really complain, and this is literally the perfect gingerbread smell. It smells like I've just made a gingerbread in the house. So because I love that so much, I went for the smaller one as well, which is just this little size. This was 99p, and again it's just got the little gingerbread man on it. I thought that was really cute, and it doesn't have the burn time on this one, I don't think, but it's probably a lot less than 95 hours obviously. But yeah, just absolutely love that scent of gingerbread. It's just so warm and spicy and very, very autumnal. Still on scent, I love that whole like homemade food smell. There's nothing better than when I go into my mum's house and she's just made like a fruit loaf or something really nice and full of kind of like allspice and like aniseedy smell. It's just so nice. So this here is the Glade Homemade Biscuit Delight Vanilla, Cream and Sugar. It smells like a dream. It smells exactly like that. It literally just smells like home baking. It is absolutely gorgeous, and that was from Home Bargains as well, which was just £1, and as you can see it is a limited edition. This here is my favourite thing that I'm going to show you, purely because it's the biggest bargain. So these home inspiration Yankee candles, you normally find them in like Asda and Tesco and things like that, but this is normally about £9 for this size of jar. It's a medium jar. This is the holiday baking one. So it literally, oh, it's so nice. It smells like clove and cinnamon. Oh, it's just the nicest smell ever. And as you can see on it, it's got like what it's supposed to smell like the cinnamon and the bacon and the biscuits. It's just gorgeous. But this here, like I said, is supposed to be £9. I found it in Savers for £3.99. So that is an absolute bargain. I'm actually dreading saying this on YouTube, because when I say stuff like this and I normally put it on, it ends up they're out of stock in my local. So I'm going to go and stock up before I put this live. But it was £3.99. Thought that's an ideal Christmas present as well, so a stocking filler. Definitely go and get some of these, because like I say, it's actually less than half price of what it normally should be. £3.99 is an absolute bargain. They also had that in like a cranberry smell, but I think that's more December, so I'm going to stock up on that for then. Still on the subject of home scents, I replaced all of my plug-ins. So I've got the 3 Volution Ambi Pure plug-ins. I think I've got about 6 in the house, and I've got these now, which is the Spiced Apple fragrance. The only annoying thing about this is these are more expensive because they are kind of not limited edition, but they're the more kind of like special range. The one that I normally buy is like a double pack, and it's just like Cotton Awakening or something it's called. But the Spiced Apple one, it's got the scratch test on here so you can smell it. It's really clean and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to put them in my plug-ins and just have the whole house smelling like spiced apple and cinnamon, and oh, it's just the best ever at night time to have your home smelling so autumnal and seasonal. I just love it so much. And when the nights are getting darker, there is nothing better than getting in your pyjamas straight after dinner. This is what we do most nights now. We just literally get into some loungewear, and every single season I always change up my pyjamas. I get really nice summery ones like shorts and silky pyjamas, and then for this time of year I'm always in like really fleecy ones, full sets, kind of like boyfriend style pyjamas, like proper shirts and trousers. And I got this really beautiful set from Primark, which I absolutely love, and it is this absolutely gorgeous really light grey set. So it's just like a jumper, but they're quite thin. It's a fleecy jumper with these little gems on, which are like light pink, and then the bottoms as well. These are my favourite pyjamas now. They're my absolute go-to. I basically live in these, they're so comfy. And again, for slippers, I got myself some new flippy ones. I I normally go for like full footed slippers that have got a kind of like rubber sole on them, just in case I need to nip out. But I've now got backdoor shoes, so that's not a problem. And I got these ones from Matalan. I thought they were so cute. They've got pink bows on with little gems, and they are super fluffy and white. And these were only £6. There weren't very many left in my local Matalan, so definitely if you're thinking about it, even stock up as a Christmas present. I just think they are so lovely and nice and girly. We also love to put our fire on in the autumn winter. It's our favourite feature in our home, but there's no point in having it on in the summer. So we normally just throw on some Netflix, get a nice series on the go, put on the fire, and then cozy up with a nice throw. I am still obsessed with this one that I picked up from Primark maybe about November last year. This was only £5, which is amazing, and it washes up so well. As you can see, it's nearly a year old and it still looks as good as new. It's that sort of microfiber fleece, and it's so soft, so cozy, and it is massive, so all of us can cozy up underneath that and there's no fighting over the covers. And the perfect thing to go along with a nice cozy movie night is obviously popcorn. I love to use the ones you pop in the microwave, like the Butterkiss ones like this, because it makes them nice and warm. It just feels like cinema fresh popcorn. So I got the sweet and salted one from Home Bargains. I think this was £1, and there are 3 bags in this, and I have to say there are only 2 left because I had some last night and I absolutely love it. I love that as well because it doesn't take up loads of room in your cupboard as well, like having a whole bag of popcorn. And Ella also loves to watch it pop in the microwave and listen to it, so it's really cool for her as well. Probably the ultimate get in the spirit of autumn thing to do is get a nice hot drink. I absolutely love the selection of stuff they've got at Costa. Costa's definitely my favourite. I'm such a Costa girl over Starbucks, and I absolutely love their spiced apple tea they do every year. I don't know if it's out yet, but it's definitely out at Christmas time. But my mum managed to find this in Dobie's Garden Centre, or Dobby's Garden Centre. We call it Dobie's, but I think it's actually Dobby's. Just the way we say Primark over Primark, we just say everything wrong in Scotland. This here is the Hazar Baba Turkish apple tea, and it's a spiced tea which is ideal for mums because you can drink it hot and cold. You make it hot and then see when it's cold, it's still just as nice. So I absolutely love this. I think she got us 2 or 3 of these. They're £3 each, which is probably quite steep for something like this, but it's like a powder inside. Oh my god, it smells amazing. It's so nice. So yeah, this is probably not the most healthiest thing in the world, but if you've got a nice cold morning and you want a nice pick-me-up that isn't just a regular cup of tea or a coffee or a hot chocolate, go to this. You will not regret it. You will thank me in the future. And you can't beat some traditional hot chocolate. I love the Cadbury's hot chocolate, and for some reason I love buying this specific one just because I love the box and I love the little packaging. It's so kind of vintagey. It really reminds me of when I was younger. My mum used to buy this specific one, so I just make nice hot chocolates and put cream on and marshmallows, and I absolutely love it. And Ella's also quite into it this year as well. So I've got the Cadbury's hot chocolate. This was £1 from Home Bargains, which by the way I would suggest to go there because I've seen it in Asda today and that one was £2. So beware. And obviously to pop on top of that, we're going to put cream and marshmallows. I pick up these ones here, the little tiny ones. I'm pretty sure that these are also from Home Bargains. You get these tiny marshmallows at the bacon section. Don't be like me and be mistaken and go to the sweetie bit because they're never there. They're always at the bacon aisle. So I get these, again, were like 70p or something like that. They're really cheap, and these are the perfect size for popping on top of your hot chocolate. Although I make my hot chocolate first, then put the marshmallows on, then put the cream on, and then put the chocolate on so that the marshmallows melt. It's so nice. But if you're greedy like me and you want big ones, then I go for the princess marshmallows because these ones are fat free, which is good when you're trying to save the calories that you're consuming on everything else like all the other hot drinks. To make it less calorific, these ones are quite good. Plus I actually like making s'mores with these. If you get like a little cracker, put one of these on but melt it, and then put a bit of chocolate on, then another cracker. It's a s'more, and honestly they are delicious. And what is a hot drink without an autumnal mug? So I got this one here, which is the cutest thing ever. It's a little owl, and I got this in Matalan. Their selection of mugs and homeware stuff just now is so good, especially they get really into the seasons. So they've got all these kind of autumnal ones. They had a little fox as well, but the only ones they had that were broken, so I never picked one up. But I got this little owl because I think this is quite me, and my mug from last year I like to update, so I got this one, and I think this was £4, which I thought was really good for something as big and chunky as this. Plus it would be quite good to use for like a mug of soup. And because I couldn't just get one for myself, I picked up one for Ella. She is really trying to drink from a cup now. She's getting really good at it. We give her tea and she likes drinking a mug of tea. So to get her practicing, I thought we'll get her own little mug. And I got this, which is the cutest little mug. I really don't know what this is. It's either a bunny or a little fawn or a little bear. I'm really not sure. The ear sizes throw me a little bit. But whatever it is really cute. And she loves it. She picked it herself. And it's just the perfect little size. This again was £4, which I thought, bit of a cheek, Madeline. That's £4 and that's £4. I think maybe this one's just a bargain and that's probably the right price. And I had to get the set, so to go with it I got her this little plate for her snacks. These are hand painted as well, which I just think is such a lovely touch. So I got her the little matching plate. That is just adorable, isn't it? And plus, although it does feel quite seasonal because it's like a little animal and it reminds you of like autumn and forests and stuff, it is one of those little sets that you could use any time of the year anyway. And also for popping on hot chocolates and hot drinks, I always buy myself some cinnamon. This is the seasoning of the season. Cinnamon will definitely get you in the mood for autumn. Anything baked with cinnamon or cinnamon sprinkled on top of hot drinks like your coffees and stuff will definitely make you feel so autumnal. It's just the perfect one, and this is from Asda. Don't go and get really expensive seasoning because it's all just the same stuff anyway. So 50p from Asda to sprinkle on top of your hot drinks. My ultimate autumnal food for sticking on that little snack plate that Ella got is this. Me and my best friend Ailey are absolutely obsessed with this. It is the McVitie's Jamaica ginger cake. This hot with a little bit of butter on it. I know it's actually so unnecessary to put butter on it, right? But this hot with a cup of tea will literally send your autumnal feels into overdrive. It is so nice, and it's got to be the McVitie's one. This is the best one ever. This is £1 in Asda and it's so good. Don't get the iced one, it's just not the same. I love this. Plus you can also have this as a pudding as well, it says on it. So if you want to have it after dinner with like custard, you can do that, but just on its own, hot with a cup of tea is perfect. And every year when we go down the biscuit section, I always tend to pick up the kind of seasonal stuff, like the Halloween stuff, the kind of autumn, Christmas, that kind of thing. And I always pick these up, and it's the Thornton's Caramel Shortcake Bites. But these ones are the creepy ones for Halloween, and they've got little ghosts on them. I thought they'd be really nice if we've got people in for a cup of tea or a coffee. To serve these out would be lovely because it makes it feel really autumnal and very close to Halloween. I can't believe I nearly forgot to mention this, but this is my drink of the season every year, and it is chai tea latte. If you've not tried this, you need to go and get it. It's basically like a milky drink, but it's like spices. It's not got any caffeine in it, but it says in the back here you use 3 teaspoons of the powder into a cup of hot water or hot milk. Always go hot milk. Oh, you can also have it iced, it says. Put 4 teaspoons of powder into a tall glass and pour in cold milk. Whiz and then serve over ice. I had no idea you could have that as like a frappe. That's really nice. So I absolutely love this. I definitely would recommend to have it hot. It's got 16 servings in it. It's 6 to 8 calories, which isn't too bad for something like this, like a warm drink. But I always like to put cream on top, marshmallows, cinnamon, just bulk up those calories, why not? That's all the kind of like food, drink, home stuff. But in terms of fashion, ultimately jumpers are going to send you into an autumnal mood. I got so many this year. I've got a whole sack of them. I'll list them below. I'll show you some of the ones that I've got just now as well. I love a good jumper. They're so easy for mum uniform just to throw on with a pair of jeans or even a skirt and leggings or tights, whatever. Love a good jumper. I also change up my lipstick every year. This one I'm using just now is Whirl by MAC. It was my go-to autumn lipstick last year. Absolutely love it. It's really dark, it's really rich and warm, and I just think it's so lovely. And with the tones I'm wearing just now, like this kind of burgundy shade, it's just gorgeous. Also love a good coat. I've got quite a few that I have from last year, and I have maybe 1 or 2 from this year that I've got as well. And also some boots. I've got a whole variety of boots, but I need to get some more this year because there's big trends in boots, like really sort of nice big tapestry styles and buttons on them and stuff, so I feel like I'm really missing out just now, so I really need to go and get myself some more boots. And of course, dresses and tights just make me feel like summer is definitely over, the legs are away, it's time to put tights on and feel really cozy and ready to welcome in the winter. So guys, I hope you like seeing all of my autumnal pieces that I bring out for this time of year. If If you did, then please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber already, I would love if you just hit subscribe, stick along for more videos in the future. This is part of my Vlogtober series, which means I'm uploading one video a day for the whole month of October. So you'll be sure to see more videos really soon. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye!